Hi there, it's Sheila McPhee, and today we're going to paint Atticus, our pig, our friendly little pig. Isn't he cute? Now, first of all, I've traced it onto the canvas with my carbon paper and tracer. I'll show you. Just use your carbon paper, get a piece of carbon paper, and your tracer. Isn't he sweet? Look at that. What you just place that down on your canvas. Oh, first we have to put the carbon paper down, dark side down. Then we place our tracer over our carbon paper. And then we go around. We go around our pig. We just outline it. We just start outlining it. And it's magic. It's going to come through on the other side. I mean, it's just modern technology. Really. So wonderful. So we've already done that. We've traced Atticus onto the canvas. Yeah, I love his name. Don't you love his name? Yeah. And he's on a safe farm here, not too far from where I live. And he and his other little friends, they all live together in this wonderful little land. It's near the water, so they're well cared for. So today we're going to take a pink marker. I've already done the black marker and outlined it. Outlined when we traced with the carbon paper. Now I'm going to take a pink one and we're going to add some pink marker right around the outside of that black line. So you just follow it around and keep going. Oh, he's going to be sweet, isn't he? And then we just keep going, keep going. Now this is an 8 by 10 canvas. And I just got my marker up at our local dollar store. Nothing too serious. Readily available, I'm sure, wherever you live. I'm on the east coast of Canada and it's gorgeous here today. It's going to be 33 degrees with humidity. Love it. So, let's hopefully, Atticus is a real pig. He's still living. He's on the land. He's in the land of the animal, land of the living. That's where he is. So I'm sure they'll keep their animals nice and cool, give them lots of water. There we go. So there, we've outlined. I think I'm going to go in here and outline this part as well. Just got a feeling that that's going to be pretty sharp looking, don't you? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, yes. I like that. And we're going to do this part of his ear here. Pigs have such big ears, don't they? And a big snout. Okay, what else should we outline? I think those are good. I think that's good. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get our paintbrush. I'm going to use 3 different paintbrushes today. Medium, small, and then tiny. So we're going to paint the background first, and I want to paint it a pale pink. So I'm going to take this neon pink. Yep, just neon. Neon pink. Put it in I like working out of the little pots because I am getting together paint kits and I'll be shipping them or selling them local. So I wanted to see how much paint was required to do an 8 by 10. So that's why I put my paint in these little pots to give me an idea of how much paint that it'll take. So we're going to dip it in the neon pink and then we're going to dip it in the white. Okay? And then we're going to start painting our canvas. Some pretty pink. add some white to make it real pale looking. Oh, it's going to be pretty. And then just go in around that pink edge that we did with the marker. Just go right down to that edge, like that. Yeah, and then just continue with your brush strokes. Don't blend it too much. You want it to look a bit disjointed. You don't want it all to be one color, and just move your brush every which way you want. What's that song? Every which way but loose? Yeah. So just kind of put the paint on there into the pink and then into the white. Give it some nice pale pink. Oh boy, that looks pretty. Nice pale pink. That's one thing about pigs. They are a pretty color. And they're just interesting. My son thinks I should get a pet pig, and I said, no, I'm not. So there, what do you think? Let me see. Should add a little, like that little, I kind of like that little interesting part up there. Yeah, there, that's good. Okay, there. And then we have a spot down here. And just go close into that pink marker line that we did at the beginning. Don't worry about it if you go over it. We'll go over it again at the end. So there's no rhyme nor reason of painting inside the lines. You can paint outside the lines, and this is pretty well kind of a homemade paint by number, only it's a pig by paint. There's no numbers on our canvas. Oh, I like it already. It's so pretty. Aw, he's so good. Yeah. Not that I don't like pets, but I live in an apartment. I don't think a pig would really go over too well in the apartment. So my son just teases me about it. Yeah. But anyway, they're awful cute. Oh, that pink is so pretty. Isn't that pretty? Yes, lovely. So you see, you don't really need a whole lot of paint. You know, it's actually drying as I'm painting it, so that's awesome. That really gives me a good idea of when I fill up my pots for my paint kits to make available for sale locally, as well as shipping them. And I've got a great mailer that I ship them in, a bubble mailer. So it's all going to work out. Always looking sweet. So let's continue on. We'll dip our paintbrush into the other shade of pink, and we'll just start filling in. Let's work on his ear. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh, he's awful cute. That Atticus. I love his name. Don't you love his name? Yeah. Yeah. So just start filling that in with your larger brush. The large brush seems to work quite nicely. Don't worry about going over that black. We'll go over that after. And then I'm going to add just a little highlight there. Just a little highlight to give it. See? Just stroke it and don't blend it. Leave it be. There. Because sometimes we overthink, we overpaint, we just go overboard, and then it's lost. Sometimes your first run through of a painting is the best, because it's spontaneous. It's more spontaneous. That's what I like about art. And I try not to overthink it or complicate it. So let's fill in that other little ear over here. Yeah, cute. Cute. Let me put a little white in there. Okay, let's go down here and fill in this part of his body and upper leg. I like that shade of the marker that we used. That worked out really well. And we'll put a little bit of white in there, a little highlight. And that's the background, okay. And his snout. Let's go to the snout. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I remember growing up, we had pigs. We had a piggery. It's quite a big place, too. And man, I can still hear them oinking and rooting and going at it. Like, wow, that piggery was a busy place. Mm-hmm. Now, growing up on the farm was fun. We had cows and chickens and pigs. Oh, pretty little pig. Pretty little pig. I might have to move to my smaller paintbrush now. So we just keep dipping it into the darker pink and then into the white. So you just go pink and white. Just a little dip. Gives it a nice blending on its own. And you just use the paint that's in the brush. You don't, and try not to overdo it. Put some white going this way. Go down here. I'm just filling in the larger spots before I change to my smaller brush. Yeah. Oh, pretty. Okay, now we're going to go to this brush. Yeah. So dip it in the pink and then dip it in the white. It's a system. And we're going to go up here, start filling in those little sections. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's looking pretty sharp, I'd say. Pretty sharp, this pig. I also have a YouTube video of Atlas the Eco Pig. You can go there under my name, Sheila McPhee, and it'll pop right up and it'll show you how I build a piece of eco art. He turned out, he or she, I'm not sure. Atticus, I suppose that's the guy's name, whatever. Anyway, Atticus turned out really nice. We used our recyclables. We used an egg carton. We painted it and then cut it up into tiny little pieces. And we used a plastic tab that you get on, milk bottles or milk cartons or drink bottles, whatever. Save those. And we used a candy wrapper. And we used an elastic. So, I hope you get a chance to go visit it and see how all the little recyclable items were used. It is fun. And it's fun that we can do things that we just have around the house. We can use our recyclables to make beautiful art and fun art. And it's different. It's different. And we're all doing our part to save the environment. Right, Atticus? Right. Yes. Always so sweet. So dip it in the pink and dip it in the white. Right on. And we'll just keep filling in these little areas. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Pretty in pink. Awful pretty in pink. White, and then it's right. There we go. Up there. Pigs seem to be just a sweet little animal to paint. They seem quite popular. I find pigs are quite popular to paint. And they're all so different. There's so many nice, they're all cool. It's just like human beings, everyone is different, which is great. Oh, Atticus, Atticus, Atticus. Wasn't there a book? There was a name of the main character was Atticus, wasn't it? Was that, who wrote that? Oh, it's right on the tip of my paintbrush here. Anyway, it's a cool name. I like the name Atticus. He's making me smile. Yeah, he's making me happy. And that's important, isn't it? Art should make you happy. Yes. I don't want to do this if it stresses me out. I want to have fun when I'm doing art, because I do fun art. I'm not a fine artist. I had no formal training. I just decided I wanted to paint one day, and I bought some canvases and paint and brushes, and away I went. Haven't stopped since, and I'm glad I did. It's a lot of fun. But I really admire fine artists. There are some very talented artists around. Yeah. And but that's the freedom of art, isn't it? We can all do our own little special touch and admire and support one another. I think that's very important, because it's interesting. It's like out in Mother Nature. There's nothing the same. She's a fine artist, isn't she? I love Mother Nature. I had a beautiful walk this morning. It was just gorgeous early. Oh, I'll go out for a little bike ride later. But right now, I want to get our little pig done. Oh, he's so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty little pink. Pretty little piggy. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, he's sweet. Oh, too much paint. Like, really, these pots contain a lot of paint, so you're not going to need much to put in your kit, Sheila, that's for sure. It's going to be plenty of paint to fill up this 8 by 10. Plenty. And like I said, it dries really fast. Oh, so sweet. Oh, he's so cute. Look at that heart. Isn't that pretty? Pretty art. Pretty art. So we just fill in the little areas. And then once it's dry, we're going to go over the black marks again. So you don't have to worry about staying inside those lines. It'll all work out. Trust me. Mm-hmm. Oh, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. My little piggy. Oink, oink, oink. Oh my gosh. Here we go. There. Look at that. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Fill this in here. And up here. We're almost finished. Look at him. Atticus, you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous, Atticus. Yes, you are. I think that looks quite nice. Yeah. Quite nice. Now we need a little touch of black. Let's just take this marker. And we're going to fill in this little eye. Yeah, just like that. Look at that. Precious. Okay, we're going to let him dry. Well, actually, I could use the blow dryer. A little bit. There he is. We'll take our marker. Oh, he looks so cute. And we're just going to go around that black line again. Just like that. Don't have to worry about staying inside those lines. everything. There we go, Atticus. And going up here, around here. The black really pops it out, doesn't it? A little pop art pig. That's another thing. I love doing pop art. I do a lot of that on my Eco Pop Art page. Hop on over there and have a look. You might find something you really like. And pop art. Andy Warhol did a fine job bringing that to our universe, didn't he? And it's really cool form of art, and people love it. I do a lot of animals, people's furry pets, and I can ship those too. In fact, I'm getting one ready to ship way across Canada. And I'll finish that off today. So you'll see that on my page when you go to Eco Pop Artist. And there's lots of other cool stuff there. Huh. Now, isn't that just a masterpiece? Thank you for joining me. I hope you liked it. I think he looks pretty special. Have an ecolicious day, everyone. Bye for now.